The U.S. Supreme Court takes up a high-profile case tomorrow. It concerns a former middle school student who was forced to remove her clothes for a strip search. At the heart of this case, the debate over zero tolerance versus the rights of students. Savana Redding and her mom have been fighting the school district in Safford, Arizona since 2003. That is when Savana, a 13-year-old honor student, was called to the principal's office.
Once they got me into my underwear, I thought they were going to let me put my clothes back on. But then they told me to pull out my bra and shake it, and my underwear as well.
Savana's trouble started after another student was found with ibuprofen pills. That student blamed Savana. After a search of her backpack came up empty, the school nurse and a female secretary performed a strip search.
I couldn't think of going back to school. I didn't want to see those people ever again.
The search didn't turn up any drugs. The ACLU sued the district and will argue Savana's case before the Supreme Court.
Child health experts are backing Savana in this case. They agree that the strip search of a child inflicts trauma similar in kind and degree to sexual abuse.
School administrators defend their actions.
The search was done following all of the necessary constitutional standards and really with care to make sure that the student's dignity was respected.
Savana is a 19-year-old college student now, but the incident 6 years ago still haunts her.
I gave myself ulcers, bleeding ulcers, because I was always worried mostly about going to school.
One question to be resolved, whether school officials had reasonable grounds to believe Savana was hiding pills. The High Court's ruling on this case would set precedent nationwide.
The Supreme Court is deciding exactly how intrusive school officials can be when they search students for drugs and weapons. At the crux of the matter is Savana Redding, who, as a 13-year-old middle schooler, was forced to strip for school officials who accused her of having pain relievers.
They forced Savana to take off her pants and her shirt to reveal her breasts and her genital area to her school officials. All for what? All for a search and a futile search for ibuprofen.
The school has a policy against all drugs, including over-the-counter medication. But Redding's lawyer says officials violated her Fourth Amendment rights.
That search goes too far. That's unreasonable. It's an unfair search.
However, the attorney representing the Arizona School District says educators need broad powers to keep all students safe.
The rule should be that those searches should be limited to where you have issues of health and safety risks to students. I like what Justice Scalia said. It's a matter of either embarrassment or in some cases potentially death.
However, Savana, who is now 19, and her lawyer say that incident has forever changed her.
Yeah, I have a hard time talking to people, as you can see, and making new friends trusting people.
There's not a day that goes by that she does not think about how her school officials viewed her naked body.
The court is expected to issue its ruling in June. Ed Donahue, The Associated Press.